Greetings and salutations, this is TechRenaud here, back with more Tales from the Borderlands. And yeah, this is part 2 of episode 1. Let's get it. I don't know if you've been noticing it, I actually want some feedback on this. I do want some feedback on this, because if people don't like it, I'll stop doing it. But I've been trying to add in like some comedic sound effects to the gameplay, just as some additional editing and just for a little bit of humor outside of any jokes me or the game makes. You know, I just thought it would be something that would fit this Let's Play, and I might do it for future Let's Plays if it's like turns out to be a good direction. Anyone that watches this video, please comment if you like the sound effects or if you don't. Because I know I don't get a lot of views, so I know it'd be like 1 or 2 comments, but I still would like to know. I still want feedback, because if it's something that like improves the video quality and makes it like more interesting to watch, I'll keep doing it. And just to keep in mind though, as I'm asking this, there will be a few videos recorded ahead of time, so in advance there will still be some more videos that have sound effects, even if there are comments telling me not to use them. And that's because I'm going to be doing commentary and editing every episode for this, or not every episode, every part for this first episode before this episode, or this part goes up. I keep wanting to call it episodes for this part, yeah. Before this part goes up, the next 2 parts are going to be edited and commentated. So I'm just letting you know that the entirety of the first episode of this Let's Play is going to have sound effects regardless of what the feedback is, but I want the feedback for future videos after that point. I'm just trying to find ways to spice things up. I want to like put in more effort on my videos. I already put in a lot of effort on them. I actually do, because doing commentary in post is actually harder than doing it during gameplay, but the reason I do it in post is because I'm able to keep talking over parts where I need to be talking, you know? Whereas if I'm doing the commentary while recording the gameplay, there'll be moments of silence, like long periods of silence. There are periods of silence with this Let's Play, and there was also ones with The Walking Dead Season 1, but that's because of what kind of games these are.
For some reason. But for those guys, a lot of those guys, look,
they got what they deserved. Yeah.
They attacked us.
Yeah, they got what they deserved.
Next time they'll think twice before. They're not thinking anything. I told you, I saw their brains. Yeah. All right, let's just find this guy, August. Buy the key.
This is the same recording session as the last videos. I'm still drinking Coke Zero. Okay, we in gameplay now. Okay. Something I've noticed though is that this game and the Batman Telltale games actually have more like sections like this than the Walking Dead ones do. Which, when you really think about it, they do. Which is a little weird, because the Walking Dead ones have less of them, but they're longer. Whereas this game and the Batman Telltale games have more of them, but they're shorter in a way. I am planning to do Batman the Telltale series, as well as the first 2 Arkham games, eventually. The reason why I say the first 2 Arkham games is because I don't own Knight. I don't own Arkham Knight anymore. It was a physical copy, and my PS5 is a digital. And the physical copy wasn't mine, it was my sister's. So, I don't own Arkham Knight.
Come on, let's just get through it.
And Origins is not available on PS4 or PS5. So, that's why it'll just be the first 2 Arkham games eventually. I also plan on doing the BioShock trilogy, some more Crash and Spyro games. Eventually, I think I want to do a racing game like Team Sonic Racing or CTR Nitro Fueled, but just like the adventure story, whatever mode, you know. I'm thinking of eventually. I don't have CTR Nitro Fueled anymore, but I could get it, and that one would honestly be more interesting to Let's Play than the Team Sonic Racing one. So plus I already got three Sonic Let's Plays under my belt. So I think eventually I want to invest in getting CTR Nitro Fueled again, so I could Let's Play the Adventure mode. I think that would be nice. I still think it was a missed opportunity. They could have added the Nitro Karts Adventure mode as a DLC. I don't even care if you'd have to pay for it. Like, was that as DLC, and that would have been cool.
Than I am. Hey, you still got his Hyperion ID chip. Really? Keep it. Hyperion pays out a nice bonus for recovering those things. Oops.
Well then. Got this guy's chip.
The once ruthless leader of the Crimson Lance, Commandant Steel. Her leader
Steel? I actually don't know who this one is. I know two of the previous ones are from Borderlands 2 and 1, I want to say. But who is this person? I gotta look it up. Honestly, I do gotta look that up. I never finished the first Borderlands, so maybe she's like someone you meet later in the first Borderlands.
It's locked. Oh, come on. Are you serious?
I don't know.
Well, this feels like we came in the back, so maybe there's a
Steel. Was that her name? Steel Borderlands.
Maybe one of those bodies has a key or something, and we just
Commander Steel is an officer of the Crimson Lance and the main antagonist of Borderlands. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Her name looked familiar. Borderlands, the first Borderlands is the one I want to finish the most. I don't have Borderlands 2, and I've never finished a Borderlands game. I have the first Borderlands and Borderlands 3, and I want to get the Handsome Collection eventually for the other two. But the first Borderlands games I really want to finish is Borderlands 1. Because that game was actually pretty fun. If it wasn't so long, I'd do a Let's Play of it. I have set rules for Let's Plays. I have to be able to do them in like less than 30 videos. That's my rule for it. They can't be anything that's going to take me 30 videos or more to do. Like, preferably, my limit would be like 25 videos. So, in a sense, the game itself can't be like over 30 hours. Because I can work with 30 hours, I can cut down enough to make it work. My Sonic Frontiers Let's Play was actually 20 hours, and I managed to cut it down into like, what, 9 hours, 9 or, no, not 9, it was more like, I think 11 hours of content, because it was about the same length as Rift Apart, and Rift Apart took me, my first Let's Play of Rift Apart took me 11 or 12 hours. So, it was about 11 or 12 hours I cut it down to for Sonic Frontiers. But it was like 21 hours, I believe it took me to beat the story mode for that Let's Play. So like, if it's not long enough where like, if it's short enough where I could cut it down to fit under 25 videos or less, it's fine. But most of the time I will not Let's Play a game that's over like 30 hours. Sometimes I won't even play games that's that long. It depends on if the game can keep my interest, you know?
Well, excuse me. I don't know if you heard the explosions outside, but, you know, we had to mow down about a couple hundred bandits just so we could ring the goddamn doorbell.
Just in time for the spring collection. Yeah, well, that's
Pandora. I know I haven't been commenting too much on what's going on in the game this time, but that's mainly because, up until this point, I don't remember much of what goes on in this part of the game. We are now at a part where I do remember, though, so, like, I can just read the guy with the key. Yeah, I put a boo sound effect over him, because I don't like August. I don't like August or Vasquez. I pretty much like every other character. I just don't like them. They're just the ones that are assholes, man. We meet a woman later in this game who's also antagonistic, but she's actually kind of cool. Like, I actually like her. She's like one of those villains you like to see on screen, but like, if you met them in person, you'd hate them. That kind of deal. Whereas August just seems like somebody that I just really would not get along with. Same with Vasquez, especially Vasquez. I feel like Vasquez would make me fight somebody, and I'm not a violent person, so like, I'm really not a violent person, but I feel like if I knew someone like Vasquez in person, they'd make me fight them. I do. There are some like
Let's see the
annoying people I know in person, but none of them are like the kind of annoying
money. I
Vasquez
hope you
is.
brought
You
big
know.
bills. Show him the money, Vaughn.
No problem. Okay. Sorry.
Vasquez on
All the
another level.
passwords on this thing.
What's the
Demoted.
It's not a
He
problem.
demoted us to
Security
janitor,
things. Give
man.
him a
Like
second.
I ain't letting that go.
This'll give you some
I
incentive
think
to
I would
hurry
have
it up.
actually fought him if I was Reese. I think I would have fought him right there. I wouldn't have cared. Ooh, shiny vault key.
You ever
Looks
see
legit
anything so
enough.
pretty in your miserable lives? This thing
I
would
say
practically
knowing the
dance and
truth,
go
but we'll get there when we get there.
crap. I'd use it myself, but you know, the monsters and all.
It's better than I imagined.
Yeah, I just chose to stay silent there. I didn't really have a
Okay,
comment.
So, the way I usually do these things is...
Wait.
What?
I just don't like it. I got a feeling.
Sasha, chill.
Look,
It's okay.
You said when I started to get a feeling about something that I should tell you and that we should walk away, right?
What are you possibly feeling right now?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's just freaking out.
She
Yeah,
does
seriously,
that
are you okay,
sometimes.
Sasha? Like, you need to sit down for a minute?
Sasha, what the hell are you...
Do we all need to talk stuff out? Like,
I just don't like it. They've had this.
I mean, I'm a reasonable guy. I ain't gonna be mad that you
Since the
like
moment
sussing
they
us out. We
walked
can
in.
just sit down, and chat
What
for
are
a
you
bit
talking
first.
about?
They've been
See if the
all-
feeling goes away. Like, see
yes,
if you
sir,
can trust
and,
us. You
no,
know.
sir, and
We
I
can
have the
do
money
that.
we agreed upon right here.
I don't mind.
Nothing you're saying is bad.
I'm a
Nobody
reasonable
does
person.
that. And especially Hyperion ore monkeys who'd rather bomb a small village than talk things through. I mean, look at that guy. Look at his face.
Please trust me. Yeah,
like
please
that.
trust me.
Hey,
I think that's
Sasha?
the safest
Sasha,
option
listen to
here.
me. I'm asking you to please trust me on this one. I know you don't trust Hyperion,
Yeah, you think?
and I know you have zero reason to trust us, but I'm telling you, we are not like those assholes. In fact, we're trying to get back at one of the worst assholes up there, and we need that key to do it. So please, take the money, and let us screw over one of the biggest jerks on Hyperion. Please.
So you're saying this key will get used to screw
So
over
something I wanna
some rich
comment
Hyperion
on.
stooge?
That's
I want to
exactly
comment
what
on it, but it's kind of, you know what? It's not really spoiling.
All right.
This is not really a big spoiler. At the end of the scene, or near the end of the scene,
Just wait. Just wait.
August,
from
I'm
Reese's
fine.
side of the story, he actually like
I don't know.
tells it as if he like
No, it's
was
okay.
being
The
impressive,
feeling's gone,
and then
August.
from
What's the
Fiona's
deal?
side, he's just like a wimp,
I don't
getting
know.
down on his knees, begging
Maybe today's
or
not right.
pleading, you know. But I think the reality of the situation would have been somewhere in between. Like I feel like he would have been like begging for the money, but he wouldn't have been that pathetic. He would have just been like trying to talk his way
I'm sorry,
out
guys.
of the
Thought I was
problem,
gonna
and
deal with
then
Vasquez, and now this,
it would
I
have
just-
gotten to where it
I
got,
just think
you
we should
know.
call it off until I think
I think
things
that's
are
how it would have gone. And the reason
Maybe
why I
another time
think
for
that
this.
is because I
Fine,
think
we're
Reese
here. We
thinks
should
too
just
good
do
of
this.
himself,
Really?
and Fiona
No.
thinks too
Made up
bad
my
of
mind.
him.
August, wait.
Which means neither of them is going to be the accurate depiction. That's just my way of seeing it. So I feel like it would definitely be somewhere in between. Like maybe he's like trying to convince August, but it's not as impressive as he thinks. Or maybe he is pleading, but it's not as pathetic as Fiona thinks. You know, it's got to be somewhere in the middle. That's how I think it actually goes.
August. Actually, that's okay. You don't know it yet.
Know what?
This is it. You can't see.
I'm gonna go silent here because I love this scene.
Maybe 10 years from now, maybe 10 months, maybe tomorrow. You're gonna think back on right now and scream to the stars for mercy of death, just so you'll not have to live in the wondering of what could have been. What if I had seized that chance by the throat? What if I had beaten my fears, taken what was so rightfully mine? What if I had won?
I am a winner, Reese. I am a winner.
What
bad crap.
Okay, and there's Fiona, but I'm also gonna stay silent for this because I love this
I
interaction.
was just about to get to my favorite part. You know, where you come in and you ruin my life, you no-class scheming Pandoran scum!
A nice haircut, you lying Hyperion jackass.
It is a nice haircut!
Oh, shut up!
Stop it! You're getting dirt in my eye!
It sucks, because I'm trying to get it in your lying mouth.
All right. Mission accomplished.
And I'm not lying, okay? I'm embellishing. And how the hell would you know anyway? You weren't at the deal.
Of course I was, you dope. I can't believe you still haven't figured that out. I knew you were dense the moment I...
Your turn, Fiona.
My turn for what?
Tell me your side of the deal.
You couldn't have asked me first. You kidnapped me hours ago.
I guess I could've.
You guess? I've been baking in the sun with Rax dive-bombing me for the last... Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I would just listen to the guy with the gun. Both these guys are so smart-mouthed that I love it.
Which is...
Like, I honestly love that about these two.
Oh, this ought to
They
be...
both have their
Yeah, go
smart-ass
on.
moments, even if you
Yeah,
don't
great.
choose smart-ass, like,
Psycho
choices.
gang lord guy made his big stupid entrance.
It's mine!
And this guy
Damn it!
jumps in.
Stop! What's your freaking problem, man?
Wait. How is that the most important thing? Did you forget the part about it all being your fault?
Come on, that was not my fault. Not all of it. Are you making a face under there?
Yeah,
I can't tell
well,
what
some
you're
of it is.
thinking.
Some of it's kind of complicated.
Okay,
That whole
fine.
the start of that
Let me start at the
was kind of a mix of I kind of more want to blame it on Vaughn and Fiona rather than Reese
I
and
was
Fiona,
born
but Reese has a little bit of
on
blame to do with that
Pandora,
too.
in a city cast in
And so does
shadow
Sasha.
known as
But
Hollow
I feel like those two have less
Is that
blame
cake?
than Vaughn and
Anyway, for a long time it was just me
Fiona,
and
because
my
Vaughn's the one that
Just a
like
couple
said,
of
"Oh, I
kids
can take all this
stealing
money
to
out. We
survive.
can go." Like I know Reese is the one that proposed like
Until we
stealing
met
Vasquez's
Felix.
deal, but Vaughn's the
We tried
one
to
that like
grab his wallet.
added
Not
to it,
only
saying that
did
we
he
could
stop
actually do
us,
that. We could actually go get the
he showed us
money
how
and
to
all
do it
this. He was
back.
basically
We've been
the
working
one
together ever
encouraging
since.
Reese to do
It's
it.
taking too long.
And then
She's waiting.
the reason why I
This
blame
latest
Fiona
scam was
more
our
and not
biggest hit.
Sasha is
The one that would
because,
set us up for life.
well, actually, I blame this guy too.
What can I
What's
say?
his name? I
A lot
actually
of these
forget his
stories
name.
start out the same
I feel
way.
bad for that. But
Fiona, relax. There's nothing to be nervous about.
what? Oh, Felix. Yeah, I blame Felix and Fiona the most for this situation. Then after them, it's like Vaughn and then Reese and Sasha. The only thing Sasha's kind of to blame for is lying to August. That's kind of all she did, and I think she has the least blame out of everybody. Reese has a little more blame than her because Reese is the one that proposed stealing Vasquez's deal. He's also the one who stole Vasquez's car. He didn't handle the situation of talking to bandits too well. And that's kind of the end of that list. Vaughn, I feel like, has a little more blame than Reese because, basically, he was encouraging the idea of stealing Vasquez's deal. He took a lot of money from Hyperion. And then, on top of that, he kind of did not help at all since they got down on Pandora. Vaughn is a little more helpful later, but like, as of now, like up to this point, he kind of didn't do anything. Everything was kind of left on Reese to figure out. Whereas with Sasha and Fiona, they're more like evened out on who does stuff. But again, Sasha, all she did was lie to August. Fiona, I think, has more blame than Vaughn because her and Felix both. I think Felix has the most blame because I feel like he's the mastermind behind this plan. But so that's the only thing putting him above Fiona. But because what I'm about to list is kind of something they share, and
You'll
they
always be
both
able to talk your
are
way out
like
of more situations
behind this
than you
plan
can
even
shoot you.
happening. They both made a fake vault key. They both brought in a fake
Wet
vault
paint.
key, or well, no, Fiona brought in the fake vault key,
touch.
and Felix made it. But you get my point. It's kind of evened out between them, but Felix, I feel like, is the most to blame because I feel like he's the
Emergency
mastermind behind
Got
this.
it.
I feel like this was his plan because he acts like it is. So, yeah, the blame goes Felix, Fiona, Vaughn, Reese, Sasha. August is the least to blame because Guy didn't even know what was going on. And as much as I hate Vasquez, technically he didn't have anything to do with any of this, so I can't even list him at all.
I guess.
He was basically the victim in all this. You could say August was a victim, but no. If they hadn't figured out the vault key was fake, which they're going to soon enough, but if they hadn't figured out the vault key was fake and it break and all that, then Vasquez would have been the only victim, technically speaking. Because Reese and Vaughn wouldn't even have to prove the vault key is real. They could just keep it and like put it up or something, like put it on a shelf or something and just not let people touch it. They wouldn't even have to
Ouch.
have a real vault key. They could just keep it for themselves, you know?
Sorry, no one's getting in here today, pretty lady.
Now, you could say that they would definitely also be victims if they were planning to use the vault key, of course.
Private function.
But, you
There's
know.
the Firestone Tavern down the road. If you really need a drink.
I also find it funny how Felix
Why do you
knows
care? I mean,
enough
does this
about how a
really
vault key
matter?
looks to like craft
my
a fake
job.
one.
I ain't letting no one in there what's not supposed to be in there.
Kind of tells you that he's seen one
Whoa,
before.
No. Look at me. And look
You gotta
at
keep. You also
Ain't
gotta
supposed to
like
wait
add on
past
to that. The
no
guy
way.
must have like a photographic memory if he really remembered what a vault key
That's
looks
you
like
there.
that much.
Your
On the off
face
chance
is
he
on
had
that
seen one
big-
before, you know.
that writing on it.
Oh no, it's just something
What's
fun
that
to speculate
huh?
about.
What's them words say? And don't you lie and go taking advantage of me just because I ain't the strongest of readers.
That's the VIP list, and I'm on it. They probably put a picture to make it easier on you.
Yeah, Commandant Steel was the
I'm that important.
main antagonist of the first Borderlands. I was
Out
right.
of the way, Tector.
Okay.
She's the VIP we've been waiting for.
Something I find funny about Borderlands, though, they love Handsome Jack a little too much because he's in the pre-sequel, he's in Borderlands 2, and he's here.
So sorry, man.
You'll see what I mean by he's here later. I'm not giving away spoilers, by the way, because all I'm saying is he's here. You don't know how it. If you don't know what happens in this game, I'm not spoiling anything for you because you don't know how. You don't know if it's a flashback. You don't know if he survived. You don't know any of that. I mean, you will by the end of this first episode of the game, but you don't know yet. You know.
August is with someone else, so we got a second. He has some trust issues. He keeps asking about you, so I'm just gonna tell you everything I told him. It's a lot.
Great.
So, here's the setup. You're Lydia Strauss. We're old friends. You're an archaeologist that stole the vault key from a dig site on Eden 6. But you're originally from Eden 5. You contacted me, and we met at Pyro Pete's just after Mercenaries Day to talk about the deal.
It's actually a good thing I played. I want to comment on this because it's a good thing I played Borderlands 3, or I wouldn't have remembered which Eden it is. Because at one point, August is gonna ask me if it's Eden 5 or 6, and the only reason I remember that it's Eden 6 is because they meant. I forget if it's a location or if they just mention it, but it's in Borderlands 3. In some way. I believe it's actually a location, because I believe it's where you meet Reese in Borderlands 3, but I don't remember if that's what happens. I haven't played Borderlands 3 in a while. I just know I remember that it's Eden 6 from Borderlands 3. That's all I remember.
Make sure Tommy gets home all right.
Thanks again.
Ugh.
Hey, August.
Yeah, yeah, very much.
Tells me you've got something really cool to do.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude here, but Sasha, you could do way better than this jackass. I'm just saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sasha's told me a lot about
So you could do way better than this jackass.
It's Livia, actually.
That's not even really a compliment to Sasha either. I mean, it sort of is, but sort of isn't. It's more so just an insult to August. Because Sasha could do way better, honestly speaking, but it's not like saying that she's like really good. I mean, she's good, but she's not really good. But
you are.
August, I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think anybody is bad enough to deserve August. Let's be real.
Mess, boss. Won't happen again.
Maybe Vasquez. I don't even want to think about that. That sounds like the most fucked up relationship ever. Never mind. I'm not, forget that I ever said that.
Sure thing, babe.
Forget that I ever said that. Jeez, I hope that no one ships that, because that sounds like the most toxic relationship idea imaginable. Just no. Just no to that.
Nice place you got.
Like your style, man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Does the job. Breaks about even, which is about the most I can ask. Have a seat.
Stepping on a beach. Da, 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 stepping on the beach. Da, 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 da. I don't know why that like popped into my head.
Fascinating work. Getting out there in the dirt, uncovering priceless
long enough.
I actually want to get I'm not really a fan of SpongeBob anymore, because, well, I go back and watch the old episodes occasionally, but aside from that, I'm not really like an active fan of it. But recently I watched the SpongeBob musical. I love the songs to it, and oh, I didn't mean to hit the mic.
I found it on Eden 6.
And ever since its release, I've been like going back and forth on if I should get SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I really am tempted to get it though, because like, even though I'm not a fan of the show itself all too much anymore, I just go back to it for nostalgia reasons. The game Battle for Bikini Bottom itself is something that like you could pretty much enjoy at any age.
Of course.
I feel like it seems like it's that kind of game, so I feel like I want to get that at some point just to like bring back the memories, you know. And if I ever did get it, I would definitely let's play it for sure. Like I'm for sure let's playing it if I ever get it. But I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. It's something I keep going back and forth on, which is why I haven't got it yet.
Anything this expensive before.
I love that part. I don't know why. That's just funny.
Well, I'm sold. I'll call Vasquez.
It's just a little funny. You can't blame me for laughing at that either. That's hilarious.
Vasquez, it's August. Are you buying this vault key or what? Because Hey, wait, do you have me on speaker? Seriously? No, look, I don't even know what obstinate means, man. What I know is I gotta move this thing right now.
Okay.
I know what obstinate means. These Hyperion guys get uncomfortable around people that sound too competent. Expect a nervous, small-time Pandoran fuck, so I give them what they want. No, man, this thing is hot. I got office, so if you want it, you gotta get down here. No, we'll be there soon.
But yeah,
that ain't good enough, buddy boy. I ain't that guy.
Don't really got much to say right now, honestly. Just kind of vibing to the video ends because we only got a minute left, so I don't want to start rambling about anything else. I will try to make comments on what's going on in the game until it's over, though.
That makes sense.
Something I should have been doing more of this part, but I got kind of sidetracked with some topics.
I want $10 million. That's right. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah? You say hi to your... He hung up. All right. Sasha will hold the key, since it's clear you don't trust me alone with it. And seeing as I just had a guy killed in front of you, I'm not even offended. Bring your gun, babe.
Okay. Well, yeah. We're going to be ending off the video here, so... Bye! See ya. Auf Wiedersehen.